What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh community? YGO Paladin back here with another vlog episode. I know I have been gone for quite some time with the series, but I am back and I am excited for today. Not only because it is the Dimension Force premiere event, but because my cousin Danny will be coming with us to locals, and I am very excited for that. It's been a very long time since he's actually gone to locals. I think the last time he went was during the Arc 5 era because he has a Yusenju deck core from back in the day. So you can see Arc 5, yeah, that was a long time ago. So I'm very excited. He has his own deck that he's gonna be coming over. He's gonna be playing with Dolce's, one of his favorite decks, and I'm gonna be taking my heroes, one of my favorite decks. So we might even try to do a little bit of like dueling over there because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a wait over there, so we probably just kill some time by dueling. So maybe I'll show you guys a little bit if we do that. But I am very excited for today. Dimension Force, I'm not gonna lie, is not really my top set like wish list, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna go because it is a premiere event, but I am excited regardless because we have the draft format tournaments that we do for the first tournament of the day, because there are two tournaments over there today, and the first one is the draft tournament where you're going to use the cards that you pull from the pack and everything is treated as every attribute and type, so it kind of makes things like pretty fun, honestly. And you could pull a secret rare, you could pull a starlight rare, who knows? I mean, last time we pulled a starlight rare, so I'm not really expecting anything whatsoever. I wouldn't be surprised if I only pull super rares because I'm pretty sure I used my luck last time with Battle of Chaos. Who knows? I mean, it'd be awesome, but I mean, I think it would be even awesomer, if that's even a word. No, but it would be cool if Danny actually pulls a starlight rare as well as his way of coming back to the game. That'd be really cool. But hey, if he can pull a secret rare, that's awesome. I would love to pull a secret rare. There are some really cool secret rares like the Therion cards that we also have Beyond the Pendulum. We do have a Libromancer as well, but I'm not really like into the Libromancers as much. Like they're cool, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're still missing something, so I'm waiting for the OCG to make some like new card that's just gonna make this archetype even better, you know? I don't know, that's probably like a big order to ask for, but you know, as long as we can pull a secret rare or an ultra rare, I think we'll do all right. So with that, I still gotta get ready. I literally just woke up not too long ago, so I got about an hour and a half to kill, and I'm just going to be getting ready. I am gonna be playing heroes, like I said, and I have not really changed the deck whatsoever, so I'm really just gonna be double sleeving it and then taking it over there and just like hope for the best. Maybe I'll do some changes along the way, but I just really won't remember what changes I'm going to do because the deck is always really the same. So if anything, maybe I'll add Super Poly. I think I already actually had Super Poly in the deck. It's been a while since I even looked at the deck. And Super Poly, it's probably going to be good because I'm probably expecting some Alba Strike structured decks over there. I'm sorry, not the structured decks, but the Alba Despia branded Despia over there. I haven't been to locals in quite some time, so I don't know what people are playing. Maybe I could have been expecting some Wanderies or I don't know. I feel like Despia is going to be over there. So enough of that. Let me get ready and then we're going to head over there. We got in line to register for the tournament and we had 30 minutes to kill, so me and Danny decided to have a little quick match, and just for fun, I definitely got wrecked because my Dolces. So we had to wait for everybody to come in so we can start getting our packs and busting them open. True. All right, Danny, you're opening up your first premiere packs, bro.
Which card is the one that has the foil?
You in the middle. I know all these cards are like brand new to you, like they're foreign language.
Yeah, this is all foreign. But I remember how to open a pack.
Very true, very true.
Oh, they have the taste stomach for Rogue Champions? Interesting.
Yeah, you get a foil each pack. You get a higher chance of getting a secret, I think. Or secret or ultra most of the time. I think last time I only pulled like one ultra.
The weather forecast. I like the name of that.
Yeah, it's an annoying deck. At least to me it is. I haven't played anybody here with it. So.
Maybe Dragon Mech?
Oh, true.
Scareclaw, that's a sick name actually.
Yeah, that's a new archetype in this set. It's kind of it's interesting.
What do you want?
There you go, bro. That's the fusion.
That's the fusion.
You think I'll be able to
No
see?
chance.
I don't know. He got your fusion.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I'm so sorry.
There you go. How'd it feel, bro?
I'm so sorry. I need to sleep this now, dude.
Let me go ahead and open up mine. Hey, it's your first pack back and you get a secret. Therion Charge.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I wanna read all these cards.
Yeah, go ahead, because you have 26 minutes to build the deck.
I can't believe they factory. This is a factory area, dude.
Yeah.
A minimum of 20, right?
Yeah. Oh, ultra rare.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a field spell for that Scareclaw.
Let me see that Starlight Ghost spell. Augie, let me see.
And but the timer is up there, so you have that much time to build it down.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find my sleeve.
Okay. I'm not sure what that card is.
Hopefully I didn't fold up my sleeve.
Well, again, we could share this one. Because you just need a minimum of 20.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing that really works together. Literally nothing.
Yeah, they be ultra rare is all I'm getting. I'm like, no secret for me.
I think I have more of these, so I'll just use these.
Oh, okay.
I think I have more of them. I was gonna sleeve the extra deck.
Oh, another ultra. Okay. A Scareclaw. 2 ultras.
So will I be able to use it?
So for round 1, I essentially was doing very well, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, when I was building my deck, I had no idea what kind of deck I was gonna build because I was definitely trying to maximize on the Therion cards because with everything being treated as every type, you can summon out any Therion you want. And I also had the Scareclaw cards, which actually kind of became an engine, which I will notice like later down the line. And I was just kind of going off on my opponent. I did have like the field spell Scareclaw card to search out my other ultra rare monster, which could search out a spell card, a Scareclaw spell card that is a monster reborn. So it's just like really good to either set up a wall if I needed to, or if I needed some tribute fodder. Now my opponent actually didn't really do as well as a board setup, but you know, I just was able to draw better cards, honestly, so I was able just to set up more Therions during game 2, but for game 1, it was more like a beatdown kind of deck. And then when it came to game 2, I actually had the Therions in my hand, and I summoned them, and I just attacked directly, and I just kept attacking, and yeah, that was really it. I ended up getting round 1. Now for Danny, I believe he got the round 1. I think he did. I was not able to record as much of him because I was, you know, I don't have 2 separate cameras or anything, so I would like to have done that, but I don't have another camera. And I did like record like a little bit of him here and there, but yeah, I think he did well. And I think he's trying to go for a pendulum kind of build. I kind of noticed some pendulum cards which will come in handy a little bit later, especially during the next round, which I'll be getting into about right now. But anyways, I definitely got round 1, so I am 1-0, and I believe Danny was also 1-0. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, throughout this tournament, I was like, if I win this tournament, awesome, I get the playmat and the promo. But honestly, I don't mind if I don't win it because I'm not that excited for this set. The next set, however, is where I'm going to go all out and try to get that playmat because it is Power of the Elements with the new Elemental Hero on the playmat. Like, yeah, that's definitely going to set my, like, my will to win a duel on Overdrive, you know? So this one, I'm just more like having fun with it right now. And Danny's here too, so definitely a really fun time to play at this premiere event.
It's a concrete vest.
Before we move on to round 2, I want to tell you guys that I accidentally forgot to basically free up some storage on my phone. So if you guys know, on Instagram I do like these custom field centers, and I recently started doing like custom tokens. I forgot to actually transfer all the stuff that's on my phone, which is what I still use to record, to my computer, and that actually takes up a lot of the storage space that is on my phone. So I was kind of like struggling to actually have some footage for the tournament, and because my storage went into being full, and I tried to delete some stuff, but it's just like it didn't really amount to a lot that I needed. So literally the next round I'm going to be showing you is the only other footage I have for the draft format, and I only have one recorded match for the regular tournament that will be happening later in the day. But I will be talking about the other matches that happen. You just guys won't be having any footage, unfortunately, and I do apologize for that. I really am sorry about that, but I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. So with that, let's go into round 2. We play against a good friend of ours here, and funny enough, I so a little bit of context here is that my opponent, he actually pulled the secret rare psychic synchro monster. I can't remember the name of it, but he had no tuners to go into that card. And me being me, I said, hey man, if you need this, go ahead. I gave him a tuner monster that treats itself as a level 8. That'll come back to bite me in the ass a little bit later, but yeah, that's just funny. So with that in mind, the tournament's going on here. I'm sorry, the match is going on here, and my opponent has some Therions as well. And I'm like, okay, cool. But thankfully, I was able to kind of counter his cards, and then I was able to get game one, kind of easily, just being able to like counter his cards and then just go attacking and with my own Therions. Now for game 2, my opponent goes into that synchro monster using my tuner I gave him and some tokens I kind of provided for him because I had monsters in my graveyard. He just banished it and then he summoned out 2 tokens. So yeah, that happened. And then my opponent attacks me for some big damage, and I'm like, okay, so how am I gonna get over this? And me being me, I completely forgot my field spell actually destroys a monster he controls if there's 3 defense position monsters on my field. On the field. And I use that to my advantage. I destroy that thing, and then I set up my board for a OTK, and I proceeded to attack him directly, and I got the game. So we ended up winning round 2, and it was just so much fun that happened because I was like staring down at this big beat monster. I'm thinking like, I have nothing in my deck to beat this, but I do have a Therion that can help, but I need to draw it. So thankfully, I actually read my cards. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh players, we need to read our cards. But yeah, I was just able to get over that. And I just found it very funny that I gave him a card that basically like resulted into him doing some massive damage to me and having a big beat monster on the field. I just thought that was hilarious and really funny. Now, Danny actually, I think he lost this one. I think he did. I'm trying to remember this as well. I should have messaged him before recording this, but I'll probably message him in a little bit. And I think he did lose this one. It was mostly because I think of the time. But yeah, I did notice he is having more cards in his pendulum zone. So I'm wondering, he does run a trap card that has to do with like the difference in pendulum zones. I'm sorry, the difference in the pendulum scales. So I'm assuming that's his gimmick of the deck, probably. I'll see if I can try to talk to him, get his little bit thoughts, like his afterthoughts after the tournament, because the tournament already happened. I just completely forgot to ask him about some recording some stuff. So live and learn, right? Live and learn. So yeah. So for round 3, I go against somebody who actually uses the Symphonic Warrior pendulum cards and actually utilizes those pendulum scales, and I accidentally misplayed on a very important game on there. So my opponent is going off. He does have the Symphonic Warriors. He also has a couple of Therions, but not that many of them. So he's more focused on the Symphonic Warriors. And he actually has the Symphonic Synchro Monster, so he was able to use that one as well. And yeah, my opponent sets up a pretty good board. And there is a zombie monster that can like recurring itself. I can't remember the name of it, but it like keeps recurring itself. It can take on the protection of any zombie on the field, banish it or something like that, or send it to the graveyard. I can't remember. But then it special summons itself back. So it becomes like kind of like a wall, and it's just like, okay, dang, this card's kind of a little bit hard to get rid of. And my opponent uses it to his advantage, and he just like keeps attacking me, and I'm just like, I can't do anything. Unfortunately, I didn't get to like my Therion cards that I wanted. Even though I drew the Therion spell card that let me ditch a Therion to draw 2 cards, I couldn't draw any other Therions after that because I didn't have any monster in my graveyard, so I couldn't use that Therion on my hand to summon it out onto the field and kind of give me some like protection or something, anything. But that was unfortunate. He got game 1. Now for game 2, my opponent is more focused on using the pendulum scales. He does have the Symphonic Warriors, but he also has the Predaplant monsters, and he uses them to pendulum summon quite a lot. And he also has the Sylvan Link monster that just excavates cards, and you can special summon a plant monster from those excavated cards. And with everything being treated as everything, he summons out big beaters for absolutely free. And that sucked. I really wish I had a Link monster. But my opponent is just going off. And then there was a time where I destroyed a monster that was in my spell trap card zone to destroy 2 of his cards. I stupidly destroyed the pendulum scale that was a high pendulum scale and his Symphonic Synchro Monster. Now the Symphonic Synchro Monster, when it's destroyed, it's a pendulum monster. It could go into the pendulum zone, and I realized that I hit the wrong pendulum zone. I was supposed to destroy the 0-1. I thought I was destroying the 0-1, but that was the Predaplant one. and I was like, oh shoot, I destroyed the wrong one. So basically my opponent just like reset the pendulum scale by having a 0 to 10 instead of the 0 and the 8 that I destroyed. So I was like, that came back and bit me in the ass because he summoned out he pendulum summoned out his monsters from his hand and then just wrecked me from there. So that was my loss, and I am no longer undefeated for these premier events. So bringing my two premier event streak to an end. This could have been my third, but again, don't really care about this one. So the next one I'm gonna go all out on trying to get first place with so I can get that playmat. We caught a little bit of Danny's match of round 3. Now his opponent has a beefed up Starfrost on his field, as well as a monster who kind of burns attack point or half the attack points of the monster that it battles. So he attacks, and then Danny has a Predaplant monster in defense position after he sets it. It has more defense points, and when it comes Danny's turn, he sets up his Pendulum Zones, and then he goes into a Pendulum Summon of one monster, one of the Symphonic Warriors. He tributes both of them to go into a Predaplant monster, I think that has like 2,500 attack points or something like that. And when he goes to attack the Beefy Starfrost, the Starfrost gets bounced back to the hand with the trap card his opponent played, leaving that monster to burn on the field, so he does not attack after that. But it's actually not going to amount to much because time does get called and his opponent has more life points than him, so this gives Danny the loss. And this is actually the match where Danny lost the tournament, so this brought his record to 2-1, the same as my record. So just correcting the little things that I said earlier, that this was the round that he lost and the other two he won. So yeah, he did lose to the time match, and I don't know if he lost to the times before this one. I don't think he did, because I think we were like conversating and there's still minutes going, you know, so I'm pretty sure it finished up pretty easily. But this one was the one where it was like end of the phase, you know, so he's definitely going to be learning playing with that. He's going to be learning about the end of phase, especially for the next tournament that does happen later that day. And we're going to go into round 4. Round 4, I do play against a he didn't really have much of a, I don't want to say like a gimmick or much of a setup. Like it was kind of just like a mixed match of cards. It wasn't even like the Therions or none of Scareclaws, nothing really anything. It was just like kind of cards that were just like there in the packs, you know what I mean? So he just summoned out just like monsters and then even set them after I like destroyed them. Like my hand was actually doing very well. I had the Therions and I had the Scareclaws, and I just basically beat them down. And that was really it. That's all I did. Just beat them down, summon out bigger monsters, had the field spell, use that field spell's full advantage effect of destroying the card he controls. If there are 3 defense position monsters on the field, yeah, that definitely comes in handy quite a lot. And like I said, I just attacked. That was really it. So I definitely got round 4, which brought our record to 3-1. And Danny also got the win for his round, bringing his total to 3-1 as well. And yeah, all in all, was not that bad of a tournament. At the end of the tournament here, we were able to do the scratchers that each person gets when the either you were in the tournament, you scratch off at the end where you can win some prizes, or I believe after, if you're not in the tournament, you can still scratch off to get a prize. I really can't remember, but I only got another pack of Dimension Force after I bought 2 more entries, so we do have a total of 11 packs to open up. And Danny scratched off and he won the freaking playmat. He won one of them. They had an extra copy and he wins it. This is like what the hell? So he won the playmat. It was funny too because he bought a playmat because he forgot to bring one. Well, he didn't really have a current playmat. Like he has the older ones, I think, like from the battle pack ones, like yeah, before the pendulum era happened. So it was really cool that he got the playmat. And I was just like at first I saw him scratching the no, I'm sorry, I didn't see him scratching. I saw him by the scratchers, and the person behind the counter was getting the playmat out, and I went up to him like, Danny, did you win the freaking playmat? And he freaking won the playmat. I'm just like, I was so upset that I didn't get that recorded because I got my packs, I was going to the back, and then I started conversating with somebody who was on the corner right there. We were just talking a little bit, and then it dawned on me, it's like, oh shoot, Danny, you know. And then I went over there, then that's when I saw the guy getting the playmat. I was just like, damn it, I should have recorded that, you know. I could have got that, and that was awesome. I mean, Danny pulled a secret rare. He got a freaking playmat. He's winning already. Like his first premier event and his first time coming back to a locals event. He's winning. I mean, he won out of all of that. So now we are just like waiting for the next tournament to start up, and let's get into Danny's OTS pack. All right, Danny, test your luck. Let's see if you get an ulti, because then you can just quit for the day.
I got one right now if I get ulti.
Hell yeah, you got a mat, pull the secret rare.
No. She needs me to come. I'll be right there. Yes, it is.
Thank God.
Oh,
Oh, well.
after that. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I got you, man.
I wanted to start.
Yeah, now you got 2. It is round 1 of the tournament, and I'm playing against Dinos, and Danny got a bye. He's just having a good day, isn't he? Now, I was playing against Dinos, and my opponent's going first, and I have not played against Dinos in quite some time, and I forgot how much of a board they could set up if they go off and combo right. My opponent definitely does that. He has the Armador Archosaur after, I'm sorry, he has the Miscellaneous Saurus, and then he goes into the Armador Archosaur, and then he's just going off. I am not kidding. He just sets up a really big board with the Lagia, the Dalka, the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, as well as the, I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that can negate a spell card. I think it searches out an Evolution Pill card. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, my opponent is just setting up this board, and I'm just like, holy crap. Like, I gotta draw something good. I gotta draw like anything, like, oh man. And unfortunately, I don't have my Dark Rulers no more in the main deck anymore. I put them to the side deck. Kind of wishing I had that in the main deck now, but it is what it is. So when it became my turn, my opponent was just negating everything that I was playing, and sadly, well, not even sadly, it's just no surprising. I did not win it. I did not. He just negated absolutely everything that I was throwing at him, and I just like, yeah, you got this one. Let's go to game 2. Let's just go to game 2. Now, game 2, I did a lot better. I was able to have my opponent go first, and then I just started doing off my plays, and then I set it up my own OTK board just to go into for the attacking, and did very well. It's heroes. I mean, I cannot complain whatsoever. Once I get my combos off, I can start doing very well. Now, I got it, and when we went to game 3, my opponent summons out a monster, I negate it, and he scoops from there because he has absolutely nothing else to play, bringing our record to 1-0, and Danny got the bye, so he was already 1-0, so it was actually, it was pretty good.
These two don't stop playing.
As I mentioned earlier, I don't have any other footage to show you guys when it comes to the gameplay of the other couple of rounds. So for rounds 2 and 3, I will be talking about what happened and what happened with round 4. We'll get into that. So I'm just gonna be like summarizing what happened. So going into round 2, I play against Blue Wanderers, and thankfully it's not against our buddy Destin, because yeah, I always lose to him. But anyways, we play against Blue Wanderers, and my opponent goes with a, I believe it was a Rabina, and I activated Infinite Impermanence, and sadly, well, not really sadly for me, but he didn't have anything to like stop that. He didn't have the quick play spell card to use or anything like that, so that completely turned off his turn, and I believe he set one card and passed, and it became my turn. I set up my OTK board, and I was just able to attack my opponent and just destroy his cards. That was really it, and it was really cool. I did like that because I tend to like have that matchup of like, how am I gonna do this with the Wanderers, because they can have that trap card to do an additional normal summon, and then just starts off the whole boards, then go into the Raza. He did do the Raza play, but thankfully it did not amount to the point where like, oh, okay, I'm completely screwed at this point. No, it was good, and he didn't have that barrier statue this time, so you know, that was really good. Now for game 2, my opponent goes first. Oh no, I go first. I'm sorry. I go first, and I set up with the Destiny Hero Plasma play. Now I use the Plasma so I can negate the monster effects. So using that was definitely a big boost because my opponent did not have like a Book of Moon or anything to set my monsters. Thankfully, because that's what Destin did when he gets over my Plasma. So my opponent had no way of using the monster effects. And then I also had Lancia, so using Lancia, he was not able to activate the field spell or use the quick play spell card, anything whatsoever. So really, he just summoned out a monster, just sat and like passed. And then when it became my turn, I OTK'd him with, you know, my usual setup of the Malicious Bane, and I already have Plasma. So I used Plasma's effect to absorb the Robina. I think it was Eaglin this time, and it worked out well. So we definitely got round 2, and Danny got, technically what happened was that for round 2, he was playing against our buddy Albert. He was playing Dark Magicians. Now, when it became his turn, he was able to do some plays that kind of like got rid of some cards of Albert's field. Now, when it became Albert's turn, he had the opportunity to go into the battle phase. He went to the battle phase, and then when he attacked, he did some damage. Now, Danny won the first game, but when it became game 2, time was called, and we were in the battle phase, and because of that, damage was inflicted, so it gave Albert the win and would have been a tie. However, Danny could have avoided any damage by using the Dolce Promenade to bounce back. I believe it was Messagelato that was on the field that his opponent attacked that did the damage, because he could have bounced out the Messagelato, and Albert had the Secret Village of the Spellcasters on the field, so he could have bounced both of those cards, prevented the damage, and then get the win all entirety, because, you know, he got game 1, so he would have won game 2 because it's a tie. But Albert was actually really cool. He gave him the win also because it kind of messes up with the, I guess, the scoring. I'm not entirely sure how that works out when it comes to tiebreakers or anything like that, but Albert gave Danny the win, so that was really cool. And that brought his record to 2-0. Because he got a bye, so that's funny. So he's with us 2-0. Definitely a good record so far. Now for game 3, this is where things went to hell for both of us. So I was playing against Branded Despia. This is definitely a matchup I was expecting, but I just did not know who was playing the deck. And Danny was playing against Drytron, and yeah, he definitely understood what Yu-Gi-Oh is now. But for my matchup, my opponent did set up that Blaze Dragon, or the Branded Dragon. I can't remember what it's called, but the one that you basically had to pay 600 life points to activate anything. So what I had was he sets that one up, and I believe he sets, I think he had a Super Poly. I can't remember exactly what he had, but when it became my turn, I had a Infinite Impermanence. I activated on his dragon. I paid 600, and then from there I activated the A Hero Lives to summon out Stratos. And then I did some plays, but my opponent still had the upper hand. Oh, he had the Branded in red as well. So when he activated Branded in red, he went into the Chimera. And from there, I think he'd only destroyed one card, and he had the 2 in his hand. So he destroyed one card and drew 2 cards. And he was just basically able to just get over anything I really had, because I didn't really draw that much into my first hand, because all I had really was that Hero Lives. And I think I had an Adusted Gold, but no way of actually getting into the Vision Hero plays, because I had no other hero to ditch. So even if I summoned out Stratos and searched out the Vision Hero Ferris, I had no monster to discard to summon it out. And if I discarded Adusted Gold, I don't get my Dark Calling. So it's like, it just wasn't a good hand. Now for game 2, my opponent goes first. No, I make my opponent goes first. Yeah, I make my opponent go first, thinking that I might side in some cards. I did not see any of those side cards, and my opponent just wins. You know, he sets up a really good heavy board. When it came his first turn, he had, I think, another one of that dragon, and he had the Mirror Jade. Then he had something else. I really can't remember exactly what he had, but it was, I think, during this round that he activated Super Polymerization to fuse some monsters on my field. And yeah, I couldn't do anything whatsoever. So he got the win, and I lost, and that brought my record to 2-1. Now for Danny definitely lost that one for Drytrons. Now I really didn't get to, because we were literally on the same table. He was on table 1, I was on table 2. We were next to each other, but I didn't like really pay attention to like his. I would see like from time to time. I'll look over there, see what's going on. But all I know is that he was playing against our buddy Augie, and Augie, who is a judge who plays Yu-Gi-Oh, he definitely had a good setup board, and I just saw it, and I was just like, Danny's gonna lose this one, isn't he? And he definitely did. He definitely did. I can't remember if he DPE'd him or went into Artifact Sight. I don't think he went into Sight, but I think he might have had to DPE. But hey, at least if he did, Danny got some experience with what was being played, DPE. And that brought his record to 2-1. Now after round 3, we just decided to take off, and we didn't go for round 4. So we were actually pretty tired. I should have warned him beforehand that yeah, your back is gonna be feeling it when you have to sit down for most of the tournament, and then sometimes you might stand, but really you're gonna be sitting down for most of the tournament. And back actually hurts when you especially when you're sitting by and somebody's behind you, and there's like a little space in the middle. it's just like, you know, you're kind of back straight up. It definitely hurts, but over time. But yeah, that happened, and we just decided to drop round 4, and then we went to go get some Panda Express. So that was definitely something that we just ended up doing. But it was a fun day. Now I did not record him, unfortunately. I should have done that. But next time, if he goes to the next premiere event, which I really hope he does, because I want to test his luck to getting that playmat for me. Like, Danny, you better make it to that another premiere event. I don't know when it's supposed to be. It might be in maybe August. I think in August. It should probably be either August. It's supposed to be like a week before. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll hit you up. I'll text you or something when it happens. But yeah, went to Panda Express. But anyways, we do have 11 packs to open up, and we have an OTS pack. So let's get into that, and that's probably gonna wrap up the video. So yeah, let's just get into opening up those packs right now, because I'm very excited. I hope we can pull a secret rare, Starlight rare. That'd be awesome. But again, we kind of used that luck already, so a secret rare will be completely fine. Not expecting an ultimate rare whatsoever freaking ever, but who knows? Maybe I'll get some luck rubbed off on me. So let's do it. We have one OTS 18 pack and 11 Dimension Force packs here. So we picked up 2 more entries over there, and for the scratcher I did get the extra pack, so we got 11 packs. And we're gonna start with the OTS pack 18. I'm not really expecting to pull anything in here, but it would be awesome if we did. But I wanted to get more extra packs of the Dimension Force. I don't know if anybody pulled a Starlight rare there, but you know, it is what it is. And no, we got Automatic Token of all things. All right, let's get into our Dimension Force packs. And sorry for the lighting, guys. Right now, I have the light over right here. You could kind of just, it's like the shadow that's going over. So I have the extra light on from my phone. It's just to like, that's just like how I have to film it right now. So I do apologize if you can see like this shadow over here or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go like slowly here. Pick up the Preda Plants, the Mad Mauler. Oh, well, that was pretty funny. We got the weather forecast, and we have, these feel like Europrint kind of cards. I don't know. It's like a glossy texture to it somehow. All right, so let's see what we can pull here. I would love to pull a good secret rare, which is like what, Therion and the All Boss Fusion, I think. Scareclaw are pretty good too. I actually like this deck. I kind of want to play it. Oh, okay. Pulled another one of the Scareclaw monsters. All right. So that's our second copy. I'll actually put that one off to the side, and we pulled this one too. So, oh, and then another one of this. I kind of want to test out the deck just to play it, just have a fun kind of little deck. We are getting a Link 1 next that searches out the field spell, so who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe I'll play it. Maybe they'll get more support or something like that. They seem kind of fun. They did come in handy today. And Ice Jade, that one. And oh, the Sylvan. This one was pretty good in the draft format because all the monsters were treated as plant monsters, but I did not pull a single Link monster, so that was unfortunate. And the person that played against me on the round 3, yeah, that was just brutal. He just had that, and I was just gonna do jack. So we got this and that, the Scareclaw and Heroic Envy. I think this is for Heroics, yeah, Heroics, duh. Okay. That is it for, oh, sorry, supers are right there. Oh, I was putting the Scareclaw stuff over here. Because I kind of, like I said, I kind of want to just have it for a fun deck. I think you have to run Rescue Rabbit. I got to look up the OCG builds just so I can get an idea of what the engine's kind of like or how the deck is played a bit. But yeah, War Rock, because they need more Therions, the Scareclaw Alternative, Scareclaw Bellum, and a Libromancer Prevented. Okay, so we got more of these Scareclaw cards, which is pretty good. I just actually do not know what people pulled over there. Like I said earlier, I was not very sure of what people pulled. I don't even know if Starlights got pulled. You guys saw my cousin's pull. Freaking insane. He was just lucky all day today. We had that one, a Heroic Challenger, and a Libromancer Mystic Gal. And more of those cards. Okay. How many packs we got more? 5 packs? Okay, so this, like for the second entry. We have General Pull, Reverse Jar, Symphonic Warrior DJ, Backup Team, and what the hell is this card? Odor Frenzy? I'm not familiar with that card. So those are rest more. Yeah. Right now, I do like my hero decks. I am playing this, but I am thinking about taking a break from it and playing something else. So that's kind of want to get like Scareclaw or some other kind of deck. You know, maybe to just like mess around. And I know the oh, there we go, a secret rare. We got the Libromancer Fire. That is nice. I do like this deck. It turned out kind of decent, so now it's just up to the OCG to build something like extremely broken for them. Let me get a sleeve from that. Funny story is that I actually got the wrong sleeve. Like, I asked for a regular Ultra Pro sleeve, the I think, was it glossy or anything, but they gave me this one where it doesn't glare. I forget what they call. Are they called matte or whatever? The Libromancer Fire. We got that. Okay. Well, so I guess that's our secret rare for the pack. Unless we get 2 secret rares, that'd be great. That would be amazing. Or Starlight Rare. Therion Bull, the Ledger Book. Heroic Challenger Knuckle Sword, Warrock Medium, and Therion Charge, which actually was a really good card. I ended up using that once in a one of the I think it was round 3, yeah, because I didn't film it. That's when I actually started using it. So I thought that was hilariously funny because I just wanted to use it all day, but I didn't have that on there. I didn't have any Link monsters whatsoever, so I thought that was funny as well. And we got the I was hoping it was a Starlight Rare, but no, it's not. This one's actually kind of cool because it is a TCG exclusive, and I can't remember if this is a prismatic. I'm sorry, a Starlight Rare. I think it is. I could be wrong, but if it is, I think it's the first TCG exclusive that is a Starlight Rare. But again, if it's not the Starlight Rare, my bad, guys. Like, I'm like kind of like lost on what the heck came out in this set a little bit because I'm not as much interested in this set, and I'm just waiting for the next one. Nope, no Starlight Rare, and we got Genshi the Sparadile? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't want to pronounce it. But that is it for our pulls. We did pull at least 1 secret rare, 1 ultra rare. I guess it is what it is. Oh, let me get another sleeve actually for that ultra rare. And yeah, Scareclaw. Maybe I'll build Scareclaw, mess around with it, see how it is, just for the fun. Because I'm looking for fun decks, but right now I know things could be a little bit crazy when you've got like the branded stuff. I actually went against branded, like I said, and it was not fun. It was not fun whatsoever. So it's kind of like, do I really want to build Scareclaw? Because I'll be getting murdered over there. And that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I just want to say thank you very much for watching this entire video. If you got this far, it really does mean a lot to me. I know I have been gone for quite some time, and I do apologize for that. And I do plan to do more videos at my locals. And definitely, I would love to have Danny come over and do some, like, maybe we could have like a match or something like that, and we could just record that for you guys. Introduce him a little bit more on the channel, and maybe get like a video or something of us, I don't know, like a Q&A maybe. I don't know if you guys like want to like ask us questions or anything like that. I mean, maybe I'll ask him if he's down to do something like that. And yeah, I am excited for what's to come, the format. I don't know if there's gonna be any changes whatsoever. We're still waiting on a ban list, but I mean, yeah, whenever that happens. But I am interested to know about the next. I am interested about the next set, which is going to be the Power of the Elements. So that one I'm going to be all excited for. I really hope that I can get a playmat for that one. So hopefully we can win that one next time and go undefeated again, so we can actually get that playmat. And I want to know what the promo is, though. I want to know what the promo is going to be for that. Is it going to be a hero card? Is it going to be something else? Who knows? I just cannot wait for Power of the Elements to come out. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you got this far, really does mean a lot. I do appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who stuck around while I was away for a while. So it just means a lot to me, guys. So thank you so much. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you are updated with more upcoming content. And with that, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.